win here. The corners beat Miami. It is history. 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. We are coming off the Masters and John Rahm rolling to victory. AD, your thoughts on the big Masters?
Your bracket sucked.
Let's
Are you kidding me?
Are we going right into this?
Going right in.
Are you
Let's
kidding
go right
me?
into
I was
it.
kind of sick of you talking about complaining about
Yes.
the rules after you get your butt handed to you, man. Your bracket sucked.
Well, first off, I finished in the top 11, so I moved up 9 spots.
I'm gonna
after
find
the
it.
craziest. If your guy gets eliminated,
Don't pick him then.
but you should still add scores. He's
Why?
not there no more.
Why would you add scores?
Why would you keep on adding to his score even if he's not there no more?
He got cut.
He got cut. He didn't make the cut.
He's
But,
not
but he
playing
wasn't
anymore.
plus 20.
He's not playing anymore.
Well, I get that, but
It's
I'm
called
just
penalty of losing.
penalty of losing. Yeah, take
I
penalty of
thought-
losing.
I thought the pools ran just fine.
I don't know. I question it.
So you chose who were your okay, so let me go through it here.
Well,
So leaderboard.
I thought, once that guy got eliminated, I would just fight with 3 golfers instead of 4. And instead,
Okay,
it kept
so
on
so you're six.
6 golfers.
The way this Masters pool works
yeah.
is that you choose 6 golfers
Yep.
and your top 4 scores get used. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
So you chose Scotty Scheffler, Will
Yeah.
Zalatoris,
Oh, great choice.
Matthew Fitzpatrick,
Nice.
Oosthuizen,
That was bad.
Russell
Yeah.
Russell Henley,
Turned out pretty good.
and Cam Champ.
Not good.
3 of your 6 guys got cut.
Yeah, I know that.
And so if you look at it, so the reason that they got plus 20,
Yeah.
in the fine print here, Raff, it says
Yeah, it was
Projected-
very fine print.
it says projected score to par based on rounds played plus the worst score from rounds not played.
Oh,
So with that puts Cam Champ, who got cut,
yeah.
at plus 20. And despite you don't just because he got cut doesn't mean we're only going to add the 3 golfers that are shooting under par today.
Why would you just play with 3 golfers instead of 4 golfers?
That is not correct. And
Well,
the
I
only
know it's
reason-
not correct now.
That is not the right way to do it. You have to take the 4 highest scores, and if you look at Oosthuizen, it's plus 29, and if you look at Will Zalatoris, it's plus 35.
Raph, let me ask you this though, man. Real
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
How many times has Oosthuizen broken your heart over the past couple of years choosing him?
Well, usually he's good the first 2 days and then horrible the last 2 days.
And you knew that, and you still chose him.
He's
I was
still
trying to get him in. I wanted to make sure I had golfers into the final 2
He
rounds.
wanted to make sure
Every
he had
year.
golfers into the final 2
Dude,
rounds. but
every
3 of
year,
half of his
yeah.
team
For the
got
past
cut.
couple of years, Raph is,
I've been a big
over
Louis guy.
the weekend, and I like Oosthuizen, but I'm not picking him because this is a pattern.
I
He's
know.
going to fade out. And Raph, you still chose him.
I did
Even when you chose him, you were like, I know he's going to do it. I'm like, then why are you picking him?
because I wanted to get him into. I wanted that for sure.
Then you
golfer.
can't ache and complain about the rules.
That's
then.
how I
Yeah,
am
I know.
with Abraham Answer. Is
Yeah.
I took Answer once
just to
again
get
this
him into the
weekend,
final
just
round.
to get him in here,
Yeah.
and he was the worst player on my team
Yeah.
that didn't get cut.
Dude.
Now I will say, so AD, you finished 4th. You finished just outside of the payout.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
ouch.
And
And
I seen the money. I was keeping track, and I keep seeing the holes disappear. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going to
Yeah.
be out of the top 3.
So your team was you finished at 13 under.
Mm-hmm.
Hovland blew up at the end.
Hovland hurt me.
Yeah, Hovland.
Oh,
blew
I
up
was
at the end.
watching him. I'm thinking, Hovland, he stopped smiling. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Usually he's smiling and cheesing, and then for some reason he kind of go to a different zone or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's had these grimaces on his face. I'm like, no, man, throw Harry Grimace out of here.
That's a shame. He finishes with a 74 on the final round.
Dude, he was like in third
Yeesh.
place. He was
Yeah.
almost going to be playing the last group. And then he just starts.
That's a
He
shame.
got in his own head.
So you finished with a score of 13 under. And luckily, now I will say this: Raff is going to maybe complain about Will Zalatoris not playing because I told him to. I was like, I think Willie Z's going to be.
That's the man.
I think Willie Z's going to have.
He's
a good
winning
weekend.
it all.
And he was like, all right, fine, I'll take him. So we both took Will Zalatoris.
Mhm.
He ends up withdrawing moments before, but Raff can't use that because I won the Masters pool without Will
Same thing.
Zalatoris' score.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Raff. At any point in time when you chose that, did you feel good about it, or you just figured were you indifferent
At what point?
when you picked up Zalatoris?
I felt good about it.
Felt good about it.
Usually when Nick,
I like Willie Z.
when Nick says
I like
something,
him too, but there's a lot of guys in majors that
I
they
was
become
like-
Casper the Ghost. They
Well,
disappear.
I was like, if Nick's
Yeah.
got a feeling, I'm going to go with that feeling.
Well, and so what's funny is
I mean, Nick is like the all-time. He
no, I'm
he
not.
knows.
No, I'm not.
He
Stop.
knows that.
Raff,
stuff.
we've been watching more Masters. He's been alive. What are you talking about? It's not
I'm
knocking
talking
down
about,
Nick, but I'm just
talking
like,
about his skills at certain things.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. So my team was John Rahm, Will Zalatoris, Shane Lowry, who finished 2 under,
mhm.
Abraham Answer, and Phil Mickelson.
Yeah,
My tier 6 guy, the lower
the man,
level.
the myth, the
The
legend.
best part about it is I got a text at the start of Thursday's round
Mhm.
from one of the guys that runs the pool, and he says, I can confirm that you are the only guy
They
with
have
Phil Mickelson.
Well done.
And I was like, okay, we'll see.
That's what he does.
He's either going to be great or he's going to be horrible.
Well,
And Phil won me the
Phil
pool.
came out on a mission. In fact, he even called it.
Yeah, I said he's going to go on a tear.
He even called it. So besides that, we're going to talk a lot more golf at the 9 o'clock hour because there's a lot to discuss. Of course, John Rahm wins. What's the third Spaniard? The fourth.
Fourth.
No, third.
Third.
I believe it's
Olazabal, Seve Ballesteros,
Sergio.
Okay,
and John
4.
Rahm.
Yep.
Yep. So he's won that. So we got a lot to discuss during the show. Besides this weekend, but I guess kind of miscellaneous talk. Besides, other than that, what did you do for the weekend, man? Watch golf. What else, Nick? You're in the crunch right now.
So
man.
yeah, we're in the crunch. I went to I took an improv class. So I have to take this improv class that's Friday, Saturday for 2 weeks.
Oh.
So on
What's the hours?
last Friday it was 1 to 4:30.
Good gosh.
Saturday it was 10:30 to 4:30.
Oh Lord.
And I have
10:30 to 4:30.
and then I have that again this Friday and
Okay,
Saturday.
improv class. Explain this.
So basically,
Like
imagine
comedy? You get up on
imagine
stage?
Whose line is it anyway? You know that show?
Yeah.
That's the class. And I just stand up there and I just do stuff. And so it's all about thinking on your feet.
So
But
they
I
provide.
need-
So they provide the topic.
Yep, they give you you have no clue what the topic's going to be. They'll sometimes pair you up. There's 8 people in my class.
What were your topics this weekend?
Oh gosh.
Raff, how bad would that
That's tough.
suck on a
So-
Saturday?
Especially
So
if it's
the-
not sports. I'm
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah, so
10:30 to-
it was I mean it's a lot of just all right, stand up there, Nick, and you're going to do that. You're going to sell us something.
Oh,
That was it. That was basically it.
sell me this pen.
Sell me the pen, sell me a chapstick, sell me and
Oh boy.
like the teacher's energetic, so the professor's energetic. So
Is it
helps
Jordan
out that way.
Belfort?
No.
Oh.
But I sat there and I was like, man, this is taking a little bit of time.
Yeah, a little pen.
Ooh. Hizzlebear says a class for people to learn how not to be socially
Bingo.
awkward.
Bingo.
Okay. All right. So you gotta just
And-
sit thinking on your feet.
And I do not I would not consider myself a socially awkward person. And there's only 8 of us in that class.
From
the other
10:30 to 4.
4:30.
How many
Yeah.
how many play skits you gonna do?
There's a lot. There's a lot. Now I will say we had a 40-minute break for lunch. We had a 40-minute break for lunch.
Man, that ain't long enough.
But and I watched the Masters in between. And then that was it on Saturday.
Man, that'd be rough. That'd be rough.
Sunday I went to family's house. I went to extended family and I did homework. I was writing a 5-page paper at Easter dinner yesterday.
Watching the Masters.
Yeah, watching the Masters.
So you had family, dinner, and writing a paper.
Yeah, and writing a paper. on
Raff,
Sunday.
what about you, big dog? What'd you do, man?
I watched golf. I went out and played golf. I watched more golf. Oh, and oh my goodness. Had Easter lunch. Oh. I ate a lot.
Did you work out this weekend?
I know,
That's no.
but
Yeah, it's like, what's the pause?
but I did get up at 3:40 this morning. Was at the 4:00 class.
Oh, there you go.
Farrell's. So
Okay,
There
that
you
works.
go.
That works.
There you go.
so there I was
Did you overeat?
this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it was crazy. So my mom was like, okay, for Easter lunch, would you want ham or would you want brats? And I was like, brats. So I was like, brats it is. But then I was like, oh my goodness, I might have made a fatal mistake, because I was like, by selecting brats, did I just substitute cheesy potatoes for potato salad? Which I have nothing against potato salad,
Yeah.
but cheesy potatoes are the bomb.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, but when put
Yeah.
up against cheesy potatoes.
Yeah, cheese potatoes.
There they are, Broncos Stadium.
Oh yes. Oh,
This-
it even says Bronco. We got to
That's
save
what I'm
that.
talking about.
We got to save
So
that.
what I did, so what happened was, I went with brats, cheesy potatoes, deviled eggs,
Mm.
corn, and was there? And I think.
Sounding like me and Nick are going to pay the price for your eating. This
Oh
week.
no, I've already,
It's time to take a sick day.
I've already,
Time to take a sick day.
I've already, you know.
Yeah. This is the no fart zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel better now. No, I'm telling you what. Anyone at Farrell's at the 4 a.m. class, glad you weren't standing next to me. All right,
Did
have a
you
great
blow
day.
it up back there, man?
It was pretty wild.
Oh man, I'll talk about mine
I
when
was
I
gonna say
come
you
back.
were on the farm.
Yeah, we'll discuss more
Oh,
when I
that
come back.
picture of Louis standing in front of the cows.
All the cows.
It reminded me of like one of those old offensive line pictures, like everybody protect Louis, and those cows are, or yeah, it was definitely a
They
poster.
were looking at him like, "What is this little rodent?"
I like he's just standing right in front of them, like these are my boys. You mess with me,
Come at me, bro.
you get the horns.
Well, folks, when we come back, we will talk Husker sports. There's a lot of Husker sports this weekend and some good things to talk about in Husker sports this past weekend. So we'll talk that and much more sports. Obviously, the Masters, Husker spring football, and the bowling team plays for a natty on Wednesday, as we just heard the coach that came in on
They leave
the
on
early
Wednesday.
break. Folks, we'll be back after these messages.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. But now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction material. They sell in bulk to save you money, buying anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. They deliver anywhere, and if you heard this ad on 93.7 The Ticket, they'll deliver in town for free through the month of April, with some restrictions applying. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info, or call 402-467-1627.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for more than 15 Lincoln, offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually will have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planting season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel, so do not wait. Now is the time to buy new. So stop on in or visit us online at cars.com. Have a trade-in and finance with Koppel, always with Roof Credit.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back. Sure. Starter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. StarterHeyman.com.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Mike over here to tell you that Trek CBD is and it's hemp that you've grown to love. Just spring sports are on the horizon, and Hemp Boss has products that help calm me down during games and on the golf course so I don't go over the top. And they have a variety of options for you to calm you down before, during, and after the event. Whether you're looking for drinkable seltzers, hemp-derived Delta-9 syrups for your beverages, or anything else, Hemp Boss has it all at 84th and the Internet. Hemp Boss, naturally healthy CBD.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
The Empire brand is growing with ESC fabrication and sandblasting. ESC is your place for custom handrails, industrial and commercial painting, and more. ESC provides custom welding for aluminum and stainless steel, and media blasting of all sorts. ESC, great attention to detail. They stick to deadlines and keep within your budget. If you can dream it, they can make it. Contact ESC Fabrication and Sandblasting in Waverly today at 531-207-9329.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one decision could can change adventure. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought by air conditioning, electrical, and plumbing.
Expect mostly sunny skies and just a beautiful way to start off the work week. We'll reach a high of 77. Winds turning out of the northeast around 10. Clear tonight with a low dropping down to around 49. It will be warm and windy tomorrow. We'll reach a high of 85 with south winds gusting to 30. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. We're back against The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It's Monday, the 10th day of April. 12 days from the spring game. But before we had some baseball, we had some soccer weekend. Got some winning going on.
There was some winning going on. It felt good to see it too, man. You know, I was at the farm this weekend. It was a good time, good
On
relax.
the range.
Yes, it was good to get away from Lincoln for basically 24 hours. Just left on Saturday morning. Saturday about 11:45 noon, something like that. Got back yesterday, watched the Masters on the way back. Everybody had their phones, iPads out. Wifey drove, which was cool. So we'll get more of that. But men's tennis ended up beating Purdue 4-0. And baseball.
Yeah.
Men's baseball closed the series. They just didn't beat Michigan. They wore that tail out.
Yeah, they stomped on Michigan. They are now 4-2 in the conference. They are tied for fourth place with Maryland, who, don't forget, Maryland was a top 25 team at the start of the season. They are now 18-10-1 overall. So I mean, they took 2 or 3 on the road to Michigan, and Michigan is a spot above them at third in the conference. So not a bad showing this weekend for Husker baseball.
Why do you guys think it feels so good when we beat Michigan?
Because it's Michigan.
Because Michigan.
Well, I mean, if you want to look at it from a college baseball specific standpoint, Michigan's a team and the only team from the Big Ten that's made the College World Series the last couple of years.
Yeah,
I mean, they've been the perennial Big Ten team, if you will, because they have a couple. I mean, their greatest accomplishment is knocking off the number 1 overall seed in UCLA a couple years ago in the regional, and then going all the way to Omaha and stuff. So they graduated a couple guys last year as well, and they've been able to rebound. And so hey, it's worked out for Michigan. If I remember correctly, they also have a new manager, because I want to say their old
Michigan does?
Yeah, their old manager went to not Tennessee, Michigan baseball staff. Tracy Smith.
Is it me? Does Bryce Matthews hit a home run like every single game?
And Max Anderson.
Gosh,
they both do.
Those guys, it's like,
yeah,
they can hit.
And
then what is Evans' first name? Cole? Is it Cole? Evans?
Yep.
So Cole Evans is crazy. I did not realize this, but his mom was a cheerleader for Nebraska.
Oh, really?
The Michigan player?
A Nebraska player. But what's just crazy about this is I remember when she came up to try out for Nebraska, I know she stayed at our apartment or whatever. And I'm thinking, like, back in the day, I always thought I was like the old man and all these new young kids are trying out for the cheerleading squad. And now here she's a mom and has a kid playing for the university.
Yeah. So
where's she from? Where's she from?
She is from Texas. She is from, I want to say Fort Worth, Texas. She's down in that Fort Worth, Dallas area.
Okay.
I've been to her parents' house. We went down to South Padre one year for spring break, and her mom's like, "Oh, you guys can just stop at our house and take a break if you want." Went to this house. Nobody was home. And they
really
left their key, I forgot, in some special spot. And there we are, just sitting at these people's house.
So Michigan, they changed managers last season, not because they fired their guy. Their head coach, Eric Bakich, left to go to Clemson. So they had to hire a first-year guy in Tracy Smith. And now Bakich is at Clemson, where they are 19-14 overall and 4-8 in the ACC. So, but when you look at the move and maybe why a guy, just for casual baseball fans here, why a guy might leave the Big Ten, even when you're at their best team in Michigan, to go to the ACC, it's all about how much you're valued. How much is your sport valued? And the Big Ten Conference doesn't value baseball.
Unknown Texture says Bryce has 46 RBIs, good for second in the nation. Good gosh, that is a lot of them.
Oh, he hits.
Yeah.
Man.
And his home runs are not like just barely going over the fence either. They are bombs.
He's bombing them. He's bombing them.
Well, and that's what I mean. Looking for. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
That's what you. I don't know if you worry about, but with like a guy like Max Anderson and now Bryce Matthews, there's a chance they get drafted this year. So now in Nebraska's favor, the MLB draft is only 5 rounds nowadays, so that helps out a little bit. But hey, I mean, there's a chance that one, if not 2 of those guys both get drafted this year. Max Anderson hitting right at 300 with 10 bombs and 45 RBIs. Even Griffin Everett is hitting 291 with 8 home runs and 41 RBIs. And then you have Bryce Matthews as well.
Does that put us at third or tied for third in the Big
that's-
Ten overall?
I apologize.
Tied for fourth.
Tied for fourth
with Maryland.
Tied for fourth.
Tied for
Okay.
fourth with Maryland. Yep.
Okay. Speaking of Maryland,
and
go ahead.
I was wrong on that.
What was that?
I was looking at last year's. When I pulled up the screen, it already said last year. So here's 2023. I was like, man, that's a lot for Griff. 2023. Max Anderson is hitting 407. He's hitting the best on the team. He's hitting 407 with 11 home runs and 39 RBIs. Bryce Matthews is hitting 396 with 10 home runs and 46 RBIs. And then Josh Caron, the catcher, is hitting 320 with 4 home runs, 17 ribbies. You have in Nebraska, and this is 29 games into the season now. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 9 guys hitting over 300.
That's crazy.
It's not the hitting. It's the pitching staff. It's the pitching staff.
I got a question for you, Mr. Nick.
Okay, what's up?
Did you ever play any baseball at Duncan Field in Hastings?
Yes. Yep.
Why is it so hard to hit home runs there?
Because it's super deep. And the fence is like a straight line. It's not really curved. It's like a straight line. And that's what it is. So it like comes to a corner in center field.
So it's actually deeper than a regular.
It's deeper,
regular
yeah.
field?
So I mean, there's tons of history, and it's a tradition-rich ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to top it off, it was hard to hit home runs when I played because Hastings always had a guy by the name of Sam Wubbles who ended up going to Kentucky through about mid-90s off the mound in high school. But he was so here's the deal. The only way we beat Hastings, we beat him twice. We beat Sam Wubbles twice. We recorded 1 hit where we got lucky. Recorded 1 hit, but he threw it so hard that the Hastings catcher wasn't able to catch
the ball.
it. He was
So he lost
and
control.
he was wild. So he lost control, and we would be able to advance, or we'd get hit. Like I got drilled by him in the hip one year, and so that's how I got on base. And it was just pass ball. So you move up another 90 feet. So it was funny because I tell the story of we were playing Hastings and Sam Wubbles at Densmore Field over by the Cooper Y. And there were 7 Major League Baseball scouts there to watch Sam Wubbles because at the time he was signed and committed to Kentucky. Anyway, what was funny is they told him, yeah, we're not going to sign you as a pitcher. We're going to sign you as a right fielder because you're way too wild as a lefty to pitch, but you can chuck it 98. Yeah. And so we're going to put you in right field and you'll be an outfielder.
That's it.
And so but no, Duncan Field's
Well,
awesome.
no, because my friend's son, he hit a home run there. Mason Mazer, throw the name out there. He hit a home run. He plays for Hastings College. He hit a home run there on Saturday, I believe it was. And they came out and they're like, an 83 year history of that field, there's been less than 200 home runs hit in games on that field. Wow. And I was like, 83 years too. I was like, that is nuts. But so I've been by the football stadium there, and I think I saw where the baseball stadium, but I've never been inside the baseball stadium. So I was wondering, I was like, are these fences like 480 to center field or?
So it's actually interesting. The Hastings Tribune did an article a couple years ago on Duncan Field and how it measures up to major league ballparks. So let's see, here we go. The historical ballpark is widely known throughout the state for its unique features. For example, the tall brick wall and score field in the field of play and its magnificent size. The 5 distances marked on the wall at Duncan Field are 375 down the left field line, 405 to right and left center, 410 to center field, and 377 to right field. And then, so it doesn't tell you how tall the walls are for some reason. I'm surprised. But it measures up to major league ballparks in terms of dimensions. So
interesting.
Yeah,
That is
it's interesting stuff.
Pecan Pie says, Nick, have you ever been to see anyone running the outfield brick wall going after a fly ball that ended up as a home run?
I have not. I haven't seen a home run hit there.
Gosh, man. Yeah, that's insane. A lot of history on that ballparks out there. And I know when Hastings built those baseball diamonds, there was some that huge softball complex.
Yeah.
Out
That's
there.
where state softball is now.
Yeah, there were some people who were, loved it, and some people that didn't like it.
Yeah,
they were saying it should have been built in Grand Island. It should have been built in Kearney, but Kearney isn't Kearney building one right now, or they already have one.
They're building everything. I'm guessing they're probably building something.
Yeah, they have a big basketball indoor complex they're building out there, Kearney.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think
yeah,
you're correct.
Similar like Kinetic, like we have out here.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely changing the game. That's for sure. Other Husker sports, folks, the ladies softball team took care of business. They beat Maryland 4-0. That puts the ladies softball team we're at right now.
I don't think, did they not give up a run the entire series? I think I saw something like that.
We'll check on the break and see.
Yeah, a lot of shutouts were thrown.
Check.
So, all right, we'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7. The Ticket.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 331-254-85 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. But now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction material. They sell in bulk to save you money, buying anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. They deliver anywhere, and if you mention you heard this ad on 93.7 The Ticket, they'll deliver in town for free through the month of April with some restrictions applying. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Turning my pain into purpose is pretty much what I have done this foundation.
In August 2020, after the death of George Floyd, Bridget Floyd and other family members established the George Floyd Memorial Foundation in support of the Black community.
It's going to take more than just us as a foundation. It's going to take the community, the world, to make a change.
Fight for racial justice for the Black community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was wow, yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. Residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour. It rose to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Veterans, do you know what local, state, and federal benefits and services you're eligible to receive? Do you want help navigating the application or appeals process? Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. You've served our country, now let us serve you. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Veterans Affairs, Nebraska Broadcasters Association, and this station.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 60 million stars. We're skilled through alternatives rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at taylorceiling.org. By Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hi, Sean, and here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck. So stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. AD, it's about that time.
Yes.
Do you know what time it is?
It's history. Before we get to history, we are going to read some of these texts after the history time, so hold tight, hang tight with us. But it is that time to be serenaded by three
yours truly
bad versions of Sam Cooke.
Now punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much about biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
It just gets better every time I listen to it.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does
the
either.
opposite. I think, man, that sounds really bad.
It just gets better
every single time.
I don't know if it gets better. I mean, you see, I just think it gets funnier. I'll put it that way.
Thomas
says, AD, the only one that could go places and sing it because I didn't have a choice. I had to sing in a church choir since I was like 3.
I harmonize so well. I just blend right in.
We're all bad, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
That's what makes it funny. It's bad.
Shout out to Qdoba Guy. He says, I rented a U-Haul on Saturday, changed all the radio presets to 93.7.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Way to go, Thomas.
That's awesome.
Qdoba, I like that,
guy.
man.
That's awesome. Qdoba Guy. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Oh, man.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
In Husker history, folks, some good stuff, old stuff. Oh, I'm like, that's why it's history, but some old stuff. In 1963, a modern scoreboard clock is in the works for Memorial Stadium to replace the sweeping hands version the fans found difficult to read.
Yeah.
When you think about the advancement of technology right now, man, it's nuts. We're actually getting one of those. We actually got a real clock back in 1963.
I think they still got that clock in the north end zone.
Yeah.
You can get your picture with it.
Yep. You can take your picture with it. It's in and then the old one, I would tell my boys their season tickets from the north end zone.
Yeah.
On I think row 19, whatever they are. But when you go inside on the inside area, the boys when they were little would always say, "Meet us at the clock," because they'd run around the stadium like crazy. Meet us at the clock. They still remember meet us at the clock, but we got lost. So that's pretty cool. And in 1998, speaking of Michigan, I still getting this with Michigan fans quite a bit. The Huskers and Wolverines are honored as the 1997 college football co-champions. During a ceremony at the White House, hosted by then President Bill Clinton. Fellas, now, Nick, you weren't even born yet, okay? Now, Raff, do you ever catch some grief from Michigan fans about that? Or just people who discuss it sometimes?
Oh, there's like you'll hear Charles Woodson every once in a while bring it up, and Brian Greasy a little bit. But for the most part, I think everybody knew that if they would have played, Nebraska would have thumped them. But I didn't see it being close, because I believe that was the it was Ryan Leaf with Washington State almost beat Michigan in that bowl game. So, and Nebraska, beat Tennessee and Peyton Manning pretty convincingly. So,
when Husker fans, not Husker fans, but Michigan fans start talking about that game. Yeah, but you guys know in fact, I'll be at engagements, and back when I was in Lansing, Michigan, which is historically obviously Michigan State, but they were it was the Michigan Engineers Association. There are people all over the place, and the guy that introduced me was a Michigan grad. And in the introduction, he says, 94 champion, blah, blah, blah. He goes, but I think if he was an honest man, he winks, he's laughing, people are laughing. He would say we probably would have beat Nebraska in 97. I just laugh about it. It's all in gesture. I'm like, I was laughing, but I'm like, dude, we'd have beat the hell out of y'all, man. But, I didn't say that on stage, but it's always fun to banter back and forth. But like you said, I mean, Leaf and that team, it's not knocking Washington State team either.
Yeah.
But we would have beat Michigan like they stole something. We'd have beat them like they stole something. I mean, that's just the reality. We didn't play it, but nevertheless. In Saturday history.
I got, before you get to that, I got two quick pieces of history that just kind of linked together. But this day in 1947, Branch Rickey signed Jackie Robinson to a major league contract.
Yes.
And then kind of bridging off that again, on this day in 1955, the Syracuse Nationals defeated the Fort Wayne Pistons to win the NBA championship, which is kind of history that's close to me. One of the players on the team, Jim Tucker, and his teammate Earl Lloyd were the first two black men to win an NBA championship. And Tucker,
why is that close to you,
And
Raff?
Jim Tucker is my niece and nephew's great uncle.
Yes.
So I actually got to wear, before he passed away a few years ago, but I got to wear his championship ring.
That is so crazy cool too, man. And I remember when you shared that story, and he came to, was it Lincoln?
No, he never. He was in.
But you showed the pictures of his rings.
I met him in Houston.
Yeah,
he came. God, I can't remember if it was a baptism. I think for either Cal or John Andrew, and
John showed the pictures and things like that. Them hanging out with him too, man.
Yeah,
which is just phenomenal, man. How old was he when he passed, man?
He was in his 80s. He had It was crazy. If you look back on the team, they had Dolph Shays, Johnny Red Kerr was on the team, and Earl Lloyd. So it was crazy, just that history.
And where's he originally from?
I know he went to college at Duquesne. He actually was recruited by Adolph Rupp at Kentucky.
Oh wow. First, I was going to say Adolf Hitler. I'm going to say, wait a minute.
No. Adolf.
That was a question.
He was recruiting brothers.
He actually
kind of went against the movement of Hitler.
And before he passed away, they did a documentary on him that won an Emmy Award. He actually, until Nikola Jokic set the triple double record, he had held the record for almost 60 years with the fastest triple-double in NBA history.
Wow.
It's
crazy.
Pretty cool history there.
It is history. I remember the pictures you've shown me in the past, man, and just those kids as they get older, they realize the significance of that being their great uncle too, man, and just the things you talk about, things that people have endured, what he endured during those times, and what you mentioned, that was one of the things I had up there.
Yep.
The contract of interest, 1947, Jackie Robinson becomes the first black player of the 20th century to sign an MLB contract. Brooklyn GM Branch Rickey, and I've said this a number of times, folks, if you haven't seen the movie 42, watch it.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies where Branch Rickey announces Dodgers have brought Robinson's contract from the Montreal Royals. But just a powerful movie, man. It's a powerful movie. In history that's not even history, but it's just sad. He's one of our Husker brothers, man, that passed away just on Saturday. It's early Sunday morning. Would have been early Saturday morning. Cole Pensick, Lincoln Northeast grad, died in a vehicle car accident in Columbus, Nebraska. And I didn't know Cole. I just knew of him. He was a Northeast kid, and only 32 years old, man. But it happened 6:45 a.m. on Saturday morning there in Columbus.
I just want to send prayers out to Dan Pensick, his dad, and the entire family. I've got to be around Dan for a lot of years, and he's one of the nicest guys that you'll ever meet. So just want to send prayers out, to their family. It's
that whole family. Coach Cotton was very close because his boys.
Yep.
But you think about that team: Mark Pelini, those guys are teammates. Cole Pensick now,
Sam
Foltz,
All car accidents.
Our car accidents. Folks, be careful out there, man. Love your loved ones. Hug on them tight. Just that one just like a blow. So huge prayers out. The Pensick family and all of Husker Nation, those guys that played with him too. So again, we'll be back on the other side, talk some Masters, also Husker football. There is spring going on, and they are just a week and a half away, give or take, from the big spring game on April 22nd at 1 p.m. at Memorial Stadium. We'll be back. This is The Drive with AD and Raff, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills jobs information. Sandhill is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Shopping for insurance can be a frustrating and tedious task. Brokers Insurance Agency in Lincoln has a full staff of licensed professional agents who will do the work all for you. Brokers utilizes over 20 insurance companies to save their clients money. Brokers Insurance Agency will always do what is in the client's best interest and will find the best program to fit your needs. Call Brokers Insurance Agency today at 402-420-5353 to get a quote today, or find us online at insurance.com.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Nebco is CDL drive ready mix concrete, Husker concrete, and Beatrice concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra light duty trucks. All have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck. So stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in. Find all deals with approved credit.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're
Sure.
Lincoln and Granddaughter Heyman.com.
Hey, pack your bags. We're going to
Vegas?
just the estimate from a wedding caterer, and we're going to have to elope.
Actually, Members Owned Credit Union is offering no-fee home equity lines of credit. We can borrow what we need with equity from the house.
Wait, so the bake wrap dates for the cocktail hour?
We can keep the bacon wrap dates. From wedding bells to trekking the globe and everything in between, capture your dreams your way with a no-fee Members Owned Credit Union home equity line of credit. Learn more at membersonedhelaf.org. Limitations may apply. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Husker fans. Eustace Body Shop is happy to welcome the best fans in college football back to Lincoln. With Gold Class certified service, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop can call the right plays to keep you in the game. Whether it's in Lincoln at 88th and Highway 2 or at any of our other 5 locations across Nebraska, Eustace Body Shop can help get you back on the road. Go Big Red.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hey, it's Nick, Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or at high-electric.com.
I wanted to quit for so long, but I didn't know where to start.
I was afraid of what people would think, but then I found the right support to start my recovery journey. 1 in 14 Americans reports experiencing a substance use disorder, a treatable medical condition. Treatment can take many forms, so there are a variety of options to explore and find the one that works best for you. Recovery from drug addiction is possible.
Paid for by the sponsored by Nebraska DHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Welcome into the drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. We also forgot John Madden's birthday's today.
Oh, really?
So, happy birthday, Coach Madden. Up there celebrating in heaven somewhere. Playing a game of football like Johnny Unitas. And
yeah, we got a lot of little snippets to get through, guys.
Snippets.
Before we get to football or golf, whatever we're doing, I want to tell you guys this crazy story here.
I want to hear it.
Uh-oh.
So this would have been on Saturday night in a minor league baseball game. The Chattanooga Lookouts beat the Rocket City Trash Pandas by a score of 7-5. Now, I almost wore my Rocket City Trash Pandas gear because I have some apparel for the Trash Pandas. But I was disgusted as a casual fan of the Trash Pandas. Why? Because they lost 7-5 without giving up a single hit.
Nice.
The Trash Pandas lost 7-5, and the Chattanooga Lookouts finished the game with 0 hits. So you ask, how did they do this?
A lot of errors.
The Trash Pandas went into the 9th inning winning. It would have been, I think it was 3-1. They went in, so they had already given up a run just by walking in a run. Okay. Yeah. And from errors. They go into the 9th inning up 3-1. They get their first 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down in the 9th inning. Then it goes something like this: a walk, an error, a hit by pitch, another hit by pitch, another hit by pitch.
Well, that's 3 straight hits.
Yep. A walk, and then a wild pitch, scores a run, hit by pitch, and then they finally got their strikeout.
The pitcher was
but
up
not
to
until the Chattanooga Lookouts got 7 runs in the 7th inning. And then in the bottom of the 7th, the Rocket City Trash Pandas added 2 runs. They lost 7-5. Rocket City had 6 hits and only 1 error all game.
Oh, man.
While the Chattanooga Lookouts had 7 runs on 0 hits.
Was the game in Chattanooga?
It was in Rocket City.
I've seen Chattanooga Stadium. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. So then it's the best part. So Barstool Sportsbook is the one that tweeted this box score out. And the best part is the Rocket City Trash Pandas. They reply to the tweet and they go, "Wow, that's crazy. Haha. Anyways, check out our merch.
That's crazy.
Check out our merch." And then it gives the website. They said the account goes, "Wow, that's crazy. ... Aha. Anyways, check out our merch at rocketcitytrashpandas.com."
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy. So I just wanted to talk about how a team in the minors, in the AA level, scores 7 runs on 0 hits without recording a single hit. And the other team only had 1 error.
I think the Salt Dogs need to change their name to something
cool.
Well, you have the trash. You have the Trash Pandas. We could have the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Ooh, the Lincoln Salty Dogs, and then the drink could be Salty Dogs.
Something like that. I mean, so it was just funny though, because I sat there and I was like, man, 7 runs. That's a long 9th inning when you're just walking dudes.
Yeah, no lie.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Congrats on your no hitter.
Hitting like 4 people and hitting 4 batters straight.
I was gonna say something. I forgot where I was at. Well, I don't know.
So a little bit of news to share. Eric Crouch is going to be on the Captain Show today.
Eric Crouch.
So Eric, the Heisman winner, obviously going to be in. Also coached by Frank Solich.
Yep.
Going to be on the Captain today here in a little bit, and then in addition, it's the first day of the Adam Carricker Show from 12 to 1. 12 to 1 today. So
I love it. There's going to be some great stuff. Eric Crouch, Coach Solich, Adam Carricker Show at noon. It's getting, you can feel it getting closer to
the football buzz.
The football buzz is coming. And the good thing about this, man, is I think about the football buzz is that even over the summer, it's going to be ramped up even more because we're getting close.
I believe we're only 142 days till kickoff.
142 away, which will go by extremely fast. But we're 364 days away from the next Masters. Raff, on this, like I said, we got about 10 minutes before we take a break, 12 minutes for hop in this, and we'll hop in this Husker football, spring ball, offensive line, etc. John Rahm wins the Masters in impressive fashion, too. Watching that yesterday, just over the weekend, April 9th continues to be a special day for Spanish golf on what could have been a Seve Ballecero's 60th birthday. John Rahm's Masters victory give the country its 6th green jacket. The country at 6. Breaking with a tie with South Africa for most by any country other than the United States. The last time Masters concluded on April 9th, another Spaniard emerged victorious, Sergio Garcia. Talking about a guy that's been cast for the ghost.
Yeah.
I could see why he went to the Live Tour, though, man, because he realized, I'm going to get this guaranteed money. How much did he get, you think?
Oh, I would probably say 50 or 60 million, probably.
To go over there? Yeah. He wasn't getting a lot of love. I mean, he wasn't doing much here in the PGA Tour. The ones, here's what I'll say about that. The ones who were older and just wasn't winning much, or just ones who were older hadn't won much, or the ones who have been around for about 5 to 8 years, haven't done a whole lot,
Get your money.
Get your money. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I mean, I can see both ways of it, man. I can see both ways of it.
You want to talk about money? Here's John Rahm. John Rahm has now made $13,288,540 this season. Still has 2 tournaments, including the FedEx Cup.
He's won how much so far?
$13,288,540.
And how many starts?
Oh, is it like 4, 5, 4?
On where?
How many times he's started?
Has he played this year?
Oh, like
10, he's played
10.
probably, played quite a bit.
I think it's 10 or 11, I think.
Yeah, so he's won 13.2, almost 13.
Basically win $1.5 million every time he goes out there and plays.
Yeah. And then he says still has the PIP and the FedEx Cup bonus to come, plus whatever he makes for the rest of the year.
Yeah. So I mean, he could run up, $25 million by the end of the year, if not more.
And that FedEx pays how much by itself?
Oh
yeah,
that FedEx by itself pays a ton.
Is it 10 million?
I was gonna say, I think that's at least 10 to 15 million right there.
Yeah. So
so he's number 1. So FedEx Cup payouts would be first place gets 18 mil.
18 million.
At least Rory did. That's what Rory got.
All right, here we go.
And they've pumped it up more since then because of the Live Tour. They're making these pots sweeter. The thing about it is with this, man, the PGA should have been paying these guys more money a long time ago. That's just the bottom line.
Sounds like somebody else we know.
What's that?
So it sounds like somebody else we know.
Like, what do you mean?
NIL, NCAA.
Yeah. I mean, they should have been paying him a long time ago. Hence to your point, Rav. With the victory, Rahm became the first player from Europe to win the Masters and the U.S. Open in his career. He's just the 3rd player from outside the United States to win the 2 events, joining Gary Player and Angel Cabrera. Rahm is the 6th man to win both of those prestigious titles before the age of 29. He joins Spieth, Tiger, Jack Nicklaus, Byron Nelson, and Ralph Goodall. The victory, Rahm moves to the number 1 in the official world ranking, just as he did with the U.S. Open title in 2021. I don't think the way that John Rahm is playing right now, everyone until just a second.
I'm gonna say Scotty Scheffler is still gonna be.
Scheffler's gonna battle. Well, that's a good point. Scheffler will battle, and Scheffler did until his putter got in the way.
Yeah,
he's gonna battle.
That's the first time he's really struggled this year. But
that's a good point.
Even by struggling, I think he still finished, top 15 or something like that. So I think he'll be a threat. And I think you got to keep your eyes out for Jordan Spieth. It seems like he's finally kind of turned that page now where he's starting to play some good golf. The guy that really upset me though was Rory McIlroy. I thought he was going to perform much better than what he did.
Rory can't seem to get out of his own way, man.
Not in the Masters.
In the Masters, it's just something about it just got his name on it, man. I'm not sure what it is, but you got John Rahm. And think about, let's think about, and Jake said it this morning on the early break with Sip and Jake. What about Philly Phil, man?
Yeah.
Philly Phil.
And we really didn't know much because I think CBS and PJ's tie together was sort of like, all right, here's the deal. Show him if need be.
Well, they were
if he's not the top 5, don't show
him.
They were somewhat forced to show Brooks.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he was in the final group.
Yeah.
But
like Phil, I mean, I got to like the last 3 holes and they were starting to show him a little bit. But other than that,
dude, he shot a final round of 65, the lowest score in Masters history by a player aged 50 or older.
Yep.
At 52, Mickelson is the oldest player to finish in the top 5 at the Masters and the oldest man to finish runner-up in any major since Tom Watson did it back in at 59 back in 2009 championship. I'm gonna tell you what else was cool. Is talking about old school. It was good to see who else out there. Old school. He made the weekend.
Fred Couples.
Freddie Couples, man. Freddie. In fact, now do you have to wear a collar at the Masters as a player, or it can be a mock?
I think a mock. I think you do a mock because I think Tiger used to wear mocks all the time.
Yeah, because I look like my man Freddie Couples was just wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And at 63, wear what you want to wear.
Wear whatever you want.
The Masters is as cool as it is. It's got some goofy stuff too.
Oh, I love when they open the gates and the power walking.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on here?
You can't run.
Keep your knees straight.
Can't run. Can't have a chair with arms.
Can't wear your hat backwards.
Yep, can't wear a hat backwards. You have to. Yeah.
No cell phones. I like the no cell phones rule though.
It's cool.
I do like that.
But I do like they keep their prices the same.
Yes. The beer, think about this. You could buy a beer or beverage at the Masters for cheaper than you could at some of the places here in Lincoln.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
I mean, when you think about this, so they kept a lot of things that we're going to keep it pure. But some of the things they kind of go overboard with, though, man. No running. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're like, we ain't making this no Phoenix Open.
Yeah. Well, so here's what's crazy. So the there's obviously a ton of articles out here. Food prices are ridiculously low, as we said.
Yes.
For this year, for $66, you can buy one of every item.
Wow.
Say that again?
For $66, you can buy one of every item.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Another thing, you are not allowed to tip. Tipping is banned.
Yes. I mean, no.
With yes, as we said, cell phones are prohibited. There are long lines for payphones. They have payphones.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can make a call.
Bring them quarters in.
Yep. It says, let's see. Birds are rarely seen because of a large fence surrounding the course to keep every animal out.
So those piped in chirp, chirp,
yeah,
chirp.
I was waiting for an alligator to crawl out of the pond, but I guess that's not happening.
The lakes, the lakes and ponds, I would call them more ponds. The ponds are artificially enhanced to look immaculate on TV. This is crazy.
Did you hear about that one golfer's grandparents that have the house on the Masters, and they've offered them millions and millions of dollars, and they won't
get rid of it.
They're never getting rid of it. And he said that if it comes down the line and he inherits the house, he's not going to sell it either. But they did sell one of their other houses or whatever for like 1.5 million.
That's insane.
Match they buying up everything around that place in Augusta, man.
Only 4 minutes of commercials per hour are allowed during the broadcast.
Oh yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of commercials. TV commentators and media are not allowed to refer to fans as fans or spectators. They have to be patrons.
Patrons.
Let's see what else we got here.
Some of this is overboard, man.
Yeah.
It's like they're there. We up in here.
That is insane.
You can see Jim Nance. They are up in here, folks.
The funniest is when I think it was the end of the second, or before they suspended play in the second round, I believe it was. Or no, when they came back out on the course in the second round, and Justin Thomas had his cell phone out on the course.
Yeah.
And they're like, are they going to kick him out of here?
Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Well, they finished up, folks, and the Hall of Famer Jay Foreman said, yes, Hovland. Hovland was one that just, you talking about just, woo, just crumbling. He was, I had him picked, man, on my squad, and Hovland was doing well for me for a while, and he just disappeared on that second, on the fourth round. He played his next 9, which was crazy. Did well with that. Then they come back out, sunshine. I'm thinking, oh, he's about to light it up. Well, he went on fire, but in the other direction. He just blew up. So the finals of that was John Rahm, of course, winning. -12, Mickelson tied with Koepka at -8. Spieth and Reed. Actually, it was a 3-way tie for fourth. It was Spieth, Reed, Henley. Young was tied for 7th. Hovland at 7th, -6. Theegala. Did you see Theegala's chip shot on 16 for birdie? That was dope, man. -5, and Scheffler finished at -4. And Raff, to your point, Scheffler could have just said, you know what, it's not my week, and just dipped out.
Yep. And he just kept on grinding.
But he hung in there, kept grinding away, took care of biz. So, folks, again, John Rahm is your 2023 Masters champion.
So do you think that Sam Bennett's a little tired right now, or
playing?
He had his tournament today. He has to play 36 holes, and he has to carry his own bag. And he said, he said he was planning on doing it as of last night after he won low amateur. He said,
when is his next one?
Today.
He's
playing 36 holes, and he has to carry his own bag
for actual event.
Yep, down in Texas.
Man,
here's a crazy
fact.
But
you know what? He's Nick's age, man. He's fine. He's fine.
Here's a crazy
22 years old.
Yeah,
probably right around there.
Yeah.
Crazy fact about Augusta: all of the grounds crews members are volunteers. They volunteer, but they're
going to play one round, isn't it?
Play the course.
Yeah.
Are you volunteering for the entire week of the Masters, from sunrise to sunset, to play the course?
Play one round.
I would.
Okay, interesting.
I would do that. Would you do it, Nick?
My golf game needs to be a lot better before I play.
I wouldn't even care. Would you do it, Raff?
I would see what my job was first. If I was driving a golf cart around the entire day,
well,
that's not even working.
Grounds crew member.
Well, depends what it is.
I'd do it. I'd do it. I'd do it.
I would have to check and see what my job is going to be.
So what would your job? What wouldn't you do?
I wouldn't want to be the guy with the chainsaw cutting that tree up and getting it off the 17th.
Oh, dude, that ain't hard. I mean, it's hard work. It's hard work, but it's like, is that going to take you 2 days? You'll have other people helping you.
But then what else do you have to do on top of cutting that tree down? Then you got to.
Oh my gosh, Raff. Oh man, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh well, here's
the only thing I wouldn't do. I'm gonna tell you what I wouldn't do because I'm scared of them. I'd be a little leery around the water now. Anything around the water, because like you said, you don't know what's in that water.
So
that I would be leery, but I would do it. I would do it.
So get this. So here is what it takes.
Renew, David. I'm with you, baby. Yes, I would do it too, man.
Here's what it takes to become a volunteer grounds crew member.
Oh boy.
So you can play this round. You start on what they call the bench. Like any great team, Augusta's maintenance staff has a deep bench, also known as the waiting list for volunteering.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting on the list requires years of industry experience and references from trusted sources.
Uh-huh.
If a spot opens up, the club taps you to join the starting roster, which totals anywhere from 160 to 170 experts in agronomy. Number two, the days are long. Yeah, the days are long. Up for work before sunrise, out well past dark. Work days usually run 14 to 18 hours, starting as early as 3 a.m. and ending as late as midnight, with a 30-minute break for lunch and rest in between. You work in groups. With so many volunteers and so much work to do, the workforce is often broken into groups of 6 to 10 assigned to different tasks. Group A might start by raking bunkers on holes 1 through 6, while Group B handles holes 7 through 12, rotating through the day to break up repetition. Volunteers do not handle mowing. They tend to take care of fine-tuned touch-ups instead. You could be asked to whisk sand away from a green on every single hole. But on every single hole, there's also supervisors making sure that a single grain or blade is not out of place.
A single.
This is wild.
It's insane, man.
Oak Valley Husker. I don't know, guys. You'd have to walk.
Oh my god!
For Augusta,
Scott, no restroom cleaning for me.
Oh, I would specialize in that.
But they probably don't have restrooms. They just have outhouses, probably. So
I'd have to clip the nose. I'd have to clip the nose.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's some major requirements, man.
It says blemishes will be repaired in an eye blink, not just footprints in the bunkers and ball marks on the greens. During tournament week, Augusta has a divot repair team of 16 to 18 agronomists who tend to the entire grounds after every round, equipped with hex pluggers and cutters of all shapes and sizes. The club also has an on-site sod nursery with turf that's every bit as perfect as the grass on the course. By the day's end, every damaged patch is replaced. And if you see a divot taken on Thursday, you won't be able to find it on Friday. That's crazy.
Yeah, my buddy went down.
I heard the same thing about a local course here in Newmark.
Yeah. My buddy went down there for a practice round, and he said
17 people at the tee box. We're ready to fix your divot.
Yeah. One thing you will never hear in Newmark.
You had a buddy that what now?
We went down for the practice round at the Masters. So in the practice round, they'll hit their balls, and then when they walk up to the green or whatever, they have the turf management people right behind them, and they're fixing it up.
They're fixing
it.
That's
So it's
crazy.
perfect as they get up to the.
That's crazy.
Kent Lincoln says, look at the par threes. They fill in the divots every time before the next group gets there.
That is wild.
Well, folks, that's the Masters Talk. Now we have spring football coming up on the other side of a break. It's a word from our sponsorships and teammates. It's The Drive with AD and Raff.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Babe, pack your bags. We're going to Vegas.
Vegas?
We just got the estimate from the wedding caterer, and we're going to have to elope.
Actually, Members Owned Credit Union is offering no-fee home equity lines of credit. We can borrow what we need with equity from the house.
Wait, so we can keep the bacon wrap dates for the cocktail hour?
We can keep the bacon wrap dates. Ring bells to trekking the globe and everything in between. Capture your dreams your way with a no-fee Members Owned Credit Union home equity line of credit. Learn more at membersownedheloc.org. Limitations may apply. Equal housing lender.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for both or at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and crews. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hi everyone, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talent techs and our experienced automotive. NL, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Getting to jumpstart a meaningful can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Let me share something to make life just a little easier. It's just one word, Bryant. If we need service on our furnace or AC, we call Bryant. So, issue. If I have a problem with my faucet, a toilet, a drain, or a water heater, I don't need to know how to fix something. I just need to know who to call. And at our house, it's Bryant.
Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Just one call. 467-1111. Remember, we do whatever it takes.
WWE Friday Night SmackDown comes to Lincoln's Pinnacle Bank Arena, April 14th.
I am back.
You'll see Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, Zayn, and more. And from Monday Night Raw, the OC's Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson face the Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio, and more. Tickets start at $20. Available now at Ticketmaster.
I'm Chris Jackamick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force. And our motto in that role is "My job is people, everyone is my business." But unfortunately, in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackamick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
I'm Brian. At 58, doctors told me I had the heart of a 37-year-old man. They told me that after my heart transplant surgery. If you're a smoker, here are some tips in case that happens to you. First, you have to quit smoking before you can get on a list. Quit now. And feel sorry for yourself. I don't. I only feel sorry for that 37-year-old man.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Sunday morning. It's quiet. Not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you highest quality roofing, roof installation, roof repair, or re-roofing project. Their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. It's April, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Expect mostly sunny skies and just a beautiful way to start off the work week. We'll reach a high of 77. Winds turning out of the northeast at around 10. Clear tonight with a low dropping down to around 49. It will be warm and windy tomorrow. We'll reach a high of 85 with south winds gusting to 30. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, proudly sponsored by Sandhills. Sandhills Global Travel, software development, design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. So apply today at sandhills.jobs. Boom. And I got a Raff's Good Take. Hello.
We got to get a song.
Yeah.
Maybe you sing.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. No,
that was a horrible take.
It'll do it though.
That might be.
Do it
Raff,
again.
do it again. Raff, let me do it like just think about this. Let me see.
Right. Okay.
Maybe just think about this. Don't get the country thing out of it. You get that twang in there.
Oh,
get that country twang
get
out of
the
it.
country
Nothing wrong with country. I like country. I posted a country
All
thing
right.
yesterday.
He was like,
All right.
Just go from your heart.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. Little country.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. No.
That'll do. We'll cut it.
All right. All right, everyone. So Raff's Good Take goes out today. That's pretty good. It's time for Raff's Good
You can stop. We'll have it like that. We got it.
I like how you notice how I close this. Raff, you close your.
It's time for Raff's Good Take.
He goes.
That's when you know you mean it when you close your eyes like that.
I
man.
think
So-
I've been watching you sing too much. I watch
when you close your eyes, man.
Is he goes.
Yeah.
It's time.
He puts his shoulders up. He puts his shoulders and he
boy.
leans one way.
Oh, okay. All right. Ralph's Good Take today goes out to a person whose name I have not heard in probably close to 30 years. Ruben Beltran.
That's my boy.
Ruben turned 50 this past week.
Lincoln High Link.
He is a Link. My guy, Pete Ferguson, he's like, Ruben, longtime volunteer and youth coach, military vet, graduate of Lincoln High. And he continues to be selfless in all that he serves. And that's what a Ralph's Good Take is all about. If you know someone like that, send them on into us. We want to highlight them, but want to wish a big happy birthday to Ruben and continue doing such great things in the community. And wild.
Ruben is a great friend, great big brother, man. He is a good dude, and has been military as well. Yep. Military veteran. Shout out to all of our veterans that are listening. But I've known Ruben since we were in junior high school, man. Actually, young junior high or late grade school.
Because he went to Leffler, didn't he?
Went to Leffler.
Yep. Because
but his business were Sheridan, so right to the Sheridan. And just a good dude, man. Good dude.
Pete's like, what nominated? And I messaged him back. I go, holy cow, I've not heard that name in 30 years.
Yeah.
So it's cool to know that he's just done so much great stuff for the community.
So many people.
Being the person he is. So
and Pistol Pete, thank you for continually recommending some of these good takes. Because Pete is, like you said, when we talk, Pete Spock talks about having stakeholders. Pete is definitely a stakeholder, recognizing other stakeholders. Recognize game. Raff, how about we do a church swing to it? How about this? It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. Hold on. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now.
It's time for Raff's Good Take.
We are so off
down. We're gonna get you. Remember the phone booth.
So 80s cabin of the beat, and then you just hear like Raff's just offbeat.
Raff, it's here. Just
I feel like I'm at Farrell's right now.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. It's time for Raff's Good Take. There you go. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. That was much better, Raff.
It's just a matter of
We
whether or
just
not
had to
I
slow
use
you
that
down
one.
a little bit,
It's
man.
a matter of whether I use that one or the first one instead.
Oh,
Raff, that was so much better because you got to just say,
yeah.
it's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. There you go, dog.
Raff was like,
Right now.
the best part, and nobody can see this on the stream, but his like right hand was like carrying out the note. He was like shaking right now.
I hope you packed your bags. Going not to Los Angeles.
I didn't get the gold ticket.
No, you did not.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Ryan J, you nailed it. Yeah.
Raff, you throw that little twang on it right there, man. It takes everything out. It's just timing.
I love the Nick. You're right. The dragging it out with the hand, and the AD's asking for a high note, and Raff doesn't even try. He's like, nope. I'm gonna hit the note after.
Raff has his eyes closed, so he's like, I can't see. He's like, I'm just gonna keep level.
Oh.
If I can't see it, then I sound good.
Hey, Tyler said put some organ in the background. My sister can play the organ, man. She can throw some organ back there.
Play Tony and John with the dog playing the piano. Oh.
That's funny.
Oh, Raff's Good Take.
I think you should just cut bits and pieces out of each one.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll have to work on it here.
We'll figure that out. It might take a while, but I think you got it.
Ernst Meyer says prompts on the church songwriting. Scotty Ernst Meyer.
Yes.
You have robes that you can. I need Nick to stand up and just like lead the choir.
Lead the choir. We learned simple songs like that in church, man. I mean, it was just boom, 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 boom.
They're all the same beat.
It's just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, most of
three.
them
1,
are.
2, 3. Yep.
Just different words. Something, Jesus.
Yep. That was it.
That's awesome.
Well, folks, we are going to talk about the offensive line briefly because you're going to hear a bunch about that coming up this week because, like I said, practices are going to ramp up because, again, we're at, to my knowledge, it's still 98 scholarships, Nick?
Oh, hold on. Just keep.
So over break.
Over break. Right now.
He's going to look over break. We'll let you know because we still have to get it down to 85.
Hold on, because I have it right here. If I can find I have it. There it is. Husker Scholarship spreadsheet. Nebraska is currently at 98.
Yep. And got to get down to 85.
85 by August.
Folks, we'll talk about that magic number 85 lead up to the spring game and post-spring game. We'll talk about that on the other side of the break. It's time for Raff's Good Take.
It's time to go to break.
Sandhills Global is from Sandhills is looking to 100 sales, traveling, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in April. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Teammates Mentoring Program. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln, it's a career. And right now, they're hiring
Production operators at 24 tons per hour, which create 27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half the block lost power. Condo went fire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at
Agriculture is the West. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment parts and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Let me share something to make life just a little easier. It's just one word, Bryant. If we service on our furnace, same thing goes for electrical issue. If I have a problem with my faucet, a toilet, a drain, or a water heater, I don't need to know how to fix something. I just need to know who to call. And at our house, it's Bryant.
Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Just one call. 467-1111. Remember, we do whatever it takes.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
WWE Friday Night SmackDown comes to Lincoln's Pinnacle Bank Arena, April 14th.
I am back.
You'll see Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, Sami Zayn, and more. And from Monday Night Raw, the OC's Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson face the Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio, and more. Tickets start at $20. Available now at Ticketmaster.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, wrapping up another show. We will get to football, we promise. We got 12 days. We'll cover a bunch of football. Oh, sorry. Hey, AD, are you there?
You know what else we got a lot of more of?
Football.
We got 4 more days of here Raff's could take.
Yeah. And I've already got good takes for this week, pretty much in queue. But
you know what, folks, and I want to say,
if you got someone, send it in.
Please send those out. There's a lot of good takes we'd like to have, because you can't see enough good folks in this day and age. In fact, I don't even want to read it, but just even breaking news, just bad news. There was a multiple people shot. And it's saying at least 5 killed, 6 injured in a shooting at a bank in downtown building in Louisville, Kentucky. It's just so much craziness, man.
Yep.
So that's why the goofy songs, everything else, it's just like, man, if you consume so much of that junk, it just will, man, I'm literally just sitting here chilling. And that's why I went to the bathroom. I'm like, what in the world? I mean, it's Monday. It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
Yeah.
And just all the chaos. So if it's something to distract you, which I know our singing can distract you quite a bit, but if it's something that can distract you from the chaos and the craziness, man, I'm all for it, because this is just a crazy, crazy world at times, man. So, Raff, to your point, we're definitely going to talk Rule, this offensive line, because I thought it was interesting the comments that he made. We'll talk quarterbacks as well, receivers as well. So we basically this week really want to go on the offensive side, offensive side of the ball, kind of break down each position, who's coming back, who's left, and then next week get more on the defensive side, leading up to the spring game, and just about what we'd like to see. Kind of wrapping up the show on the 21st. What we'd like to see during the spring game, things of that nature. So yeah, as we do wrap things up, I want to throw out this out there. Okay. Nick has got some strong assignments to get done. He's in a sprint right now. I want you to send us in with the last minute and a half we got, then we'll do the AD attitude adjustment. What advice, and I mean good advice, those of you that were in school, or just regardless if it was college or high school, or maybe it's at work, and you got some deadlines to hit. What is your best strategy? Do you try to do all-nighters? Do you say, no, get your sleep, get up earlier, work in sprints? What is your best recommendation? Now, Nick, I'm going to give you my best recommendation. Rarely do I do my best work tired.
Oh, yeah.
I wake up the next morning, I'm like, okay, what was this? Because you're not thinking straight. So what I try to do, man, is if I know I've got some deadlines coming up. Now, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I get that. But we're looking a month. You got a month and a half out.
Not even.
This,
in a month exactly, I'll be done.
You'll be done this month exactly.
This will be the first day of my no more college life in exactly a month.
It's
insane.
So you got
freedom.
There's actually in a month and 3 days I will be on a boat. I'm going on a fishing trip.
Or actually be like, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh boy.
that last week, here's the deal. So I've looked ahead, and after this week, it's just a jog.
Where are you going fishing at?
Milford Lake. Milford Lake in Kansas.
Nice.
That's a nice lake, I heard too.
I saw
man.
Joe B said that he went to Milford over the weekend. Hold on, Joe B. Where are you at? I gotta find you. Anyway, we can go ahead. Sorry.
All right, you're all right. Well, folks, the 80 attitude adjustment, again, keep those coming in all week. The best advice you would give Nick when you are trying to work in the crunch, have a lot of time on your hands. What's the best way? What is your go-to? Something, I mean, let's all do seriousness too. Yeah. What do you do to help you start, kind of but get through those tough work deadlines or school deadlines? What was your go-to? My big advice to him was get your sleep as much as you can. If it's naps during the day, even 30-minute power naps here and there, but get your rest. The 80 attitude adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time, days, evenings, weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. Again, at ilc.net/careers. Folks, change is inevitable. One of the quotes I love by Change by a gentleman named Eric Hoffer. Eric Hoffer was a futurist before we coined the term futurist. And we've all dealt with a lot of change the past couple of years. A huge shout out to Nick, because he's going to be making a big change in his life very quickly as a graduate of the University of Nebraska, in my humble opinion, obviously biased opinion, the best university in all the land. But with that change, there's a quote by Eric Hoffer. He said, in the world today, there's two types of people. There's the learners and there's the knowers. There's the learners and there's the knowers. He goes on to say the learners will inherit the earth, while the knowers will be beautifully equipped to function in a world that no longer exists. Folks, if I was going to the 70th and O Street right now and go to Best Buy and say I need a laptop with a floppy disk component, they would look at me like I was crazy. They don't make them anymore. Folks, keep learning. You look at all these things that what's that Chat GPT, or that new app that's out right now, Nick, that artificial intelligence things that is very intuitive.
Chat GPT.
Chat GPT. Folks, keep learning. The moment you become lazy and say, I don't want to deal with change. Well, none of us really do want to deal with change all the time. Change is not always pleasant. It's not always comfortable. But sometimes it's necessary. Folks, be a learner, not a knower. The learners will inherit the earth, while the knowers will be beautifully equipped to function in a world that no longer exists. Folks, that's the show for today.
We did it.
We got it done. Keep those Raff good takes coming in.
Bring them in.
Bring them in.
Just direct message me.
Yes.
Chris Raff 7 on Twitter.
That's his handle in case you haven't heard before.
Follow me. I
Raff,
love
take us
followers.
home, man. Take us home.
I actually tagged him in something today.
I got tagged today. Woo, woo, woo. Probably for all the wrong reasons, but all right, everyone. It's been another great show. We will talk to you tomorrow. This has been The Drive, 93.7. That Ticket.